This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, who would have thought that Los Angeles would catch fire in chilly New York? But the LA Lakers got scorched by the Phoenix Suns at Footprint Center. Mapua joined St. Benilde in the Final Four cast of NCAA Season 100. Two of the youngest and most energetic executives of the Premier Volleyball League are our very own studio guests. All that and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 29th of October. Now, here's our roundup. The Los Angeles Dodgers inched closer to a series sweep this morning as Walker Buehler delivered 5 shutout innings, leaving the New York Yankees questioning their place in the World Series. The Dodgers, led by Freddie Freeman's third home run of the series, took a 2-0 lead in Game 3 of the World Series and extended it to 4-0 by the 6th inning. Despite an injured Shohei Ohtani, the Dodgers dominated with strong pitching from Walker Buehler, who was replaced by Brusdar Graterol after 5 shutout innings. The Yankees struggled offensively, with Aaron Judge striking out 7 times in 10 at-bats. Despite a late 2-run homer by Alex Verdugo, the Yankees fell short, with Michael Kopech closing out the game. Yankees fans are still blaming the decision to walk Mookie Betts in Game 1 for the losing streak, and team manager Aaron Boone's job seems at risk for it, despite taking home the first American League pennant in 14 years. Now, Dodger fans consider the choice as heaven sent, since Freeman's record-setting walk-off slam also sent him on the road to a rare feat: 7 consecutive World Series home runs that tied the record of the Houston Astros' George Springer. Zach LaVine's stellar performance led the Bulls to a 126-123 comeback victory over the Memphis Grizzlies after overcoming a 20-point deficit. The Bulls' bench made a significant impact, particularly in helping narrow Memphis's lead in the third quarter. LaVine scored 30 points, including 11 in the fourth quarter with 3 crucial three-pointers. Nikola Vucevic added 22 points, and Kobe White scored 20. The Bulls are now 2-2 for the season. Popular Japanese baller Yuki Kawamura debuted with Memphis last weekend against Houston, but did not play today. The Phoenix Suns redeemed themselves today and overcame an 18-point deficit to hand the Los Angeles Lakers their first loss this season, 109-105. Despite a strong start from Anthony Davis, the Lakers' lead dwindled throughout the game. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker led the Suns with impressive performances, helping Phoenix take the lead by halftime. The fourth quarter saw a back-and-forth battle, with the Suns maintaining a slim lead. When LeBron James missed a crucial free throw, Bradley Beal sealed the win with 2 free throws in the final seconds. The Suns blew a 22-point lead and lost to the Lakers only last Sunday. This is payback. In other games today, Paolo Banchero became the first Orlando player in 2 decades to score 50 points in a game, as he led the Magic to a 119-115 victory over the Indiana Pacers to start the day. Then, Kyle Kuzma snapped out of a slump, scored a season-high 25 points as the Washington Wizards secured their first win, 121-119 over the Atlanta Hawks. Miami Heat claimed their second win versus a gone-cold Detroit Pistons, 106-98. Tensions ran high as the Denver Nuggets overtook the Toronto Raptors in a very close overtime 122-125 game. And here are the other results from today's NBA calendar. In the NCAA, Mapua University clinched a spot in the Final Four with a narrow 69-68 victory over host Lyceum of the Philippines University. Lawrence Mangubat led the Cardinals with 16 points, including a crucial jumper and three-pointer in the fourth quarter. Despite leading by 16 points in the third quarter, the Cardinals had to fend off a late rally from the Pirates. Chris Hubilla contributed 14 points, while Mark Cuenco and Clint Escamis added 11 and 10 points respectively. Sunbury University surged in the second quarter to secure an 83-70 win over Jose Rizal University, boosting the defending champions' Final Four chances. James Payosing and Jomel Puno led with 18 and 17 points respectively as the Lions improved to 9-5. The Bombers dropped to 4-10. As of today, St. Benilde and Mapua have already secured a playoffs berth for the Final Four. San Beda, Letran are still being challenged by all the other teams in the Season 100 roster. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 29th of October. When we return, with the PVL All-Filipino Cup just a few short days away, we will meet the sisters behind the Capital1 Solar Spikers. So watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard. They're athletes, they're corporate executives, and they're sports executives as well. Volleyball's power duo, sisters Mandy and Milka Romero are here tonight on The Scorecard. Welcome, welcome.
Hi,
good evening, good evening.
Hi, thanks for having us.
You girls look great in those bomber jackets. Very nice, very nice. Exciting times in the PVL. I was reading the news earlier and I found out that it's going to be the longest conference ever. It's going to run for 6 months, from November to May. How excited are you girls for that?
Well, we are super excited because it's going to be an all-Filipino conference, and definitely we want our girls to shine even more. We started this just early this year, February, and we feel like we are welcomed in the PVL, and we want to continue that momentum in this next conference.
Anytime I see a new name in a league like the PVL, it provides so much excitement because obviously we have the Creamlines, the Choco Muchos, the Cignals, and all these other teams that have been around for a long time. So with the entry of Capital One, it provides just so much excitement. All right, let's talk about your background first because we want to start from the beginning. So I guess I'll start with Mandy. Sports na ba ang hilig mo ever since? Because this is something new for you girls entering volleyball.
Yes, definitely. Well, I grew up as a member of the Philippine national team for Muay Thai.
Wow.
And my sister was the UAP captain for Ateneo football. So definitely sports has been in our blood. And as young female athletes, we're trying to create a family-oriented team that's focused on having that winning spirit, that drive, but also that's community-oriented. So we're very excited for it.
Milka, you were telling me earlier that when you were playing for Ateneo football in the UAP, your coach with Capital One, Coach Roger Gorea, was the coach of the Lady Eagles during that time.
Yes. Honestly, I didn't expect na we would all, after 10 years, all be together again. I was playing football, but I could see the volleyball team with sila Eliza and Coach Roger na pinapagalitan sila. But I was like, oh, that's a good coach.
Oh, wow! So that was your impression, huh? That's a good coach,
yeah.
Yung pagka-strict ni Coach Roger.
Yes,
okay.
So when his name came up in the choices, I was really like, I've seen how he treats the players. Like my sister, she said like family, like his kids there and the development. And I said, let's make an impact. And I think Coach Roger was one of those key players or key coaches that we needed in the team.
And, you know, I agree with that. He fits the bill. Having known Coach Roger and covering him and his teams for so many years, ang masasabi ko lang talaga, lahat ng mga players niya, even after so many years, they still come back to Coach Roger and treat him like a father figure. So bagay na bagay sa vision na nakikita nyo for the Solar Spikers. Mandy, how did you, like after Muay Thai, what did you venture into with regards to your career?
Well, we started Capital1 Solar Energy. It's one of the fastest rising renewable power companies here in the Philippines. Very proud to say that. We build and operate some of the largest solar power plants and battery energy storage systems nationwide. So our mission is really to get clean, renewable power into every household and into every business.
So from that sounds like so much to take in, by the way. Why did you venture into volleyball? How did the idea come about now? Okay, you know what? Let's invest in volleyball. Let's try to invest in sports. Let's build something here.
You know, it's actually crazy that we put up the team in less than 3 weeks last January. So we're actually a 10-month-old team, proud to have a veteran coach, but really as rookies, it's something that has been an uphill challenge for us. And
But definitely, it's something that we're used to rin because we grew up watching our father naman handle basketball.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with Global Port in PBA
Yes.
and even PBL,
Yeah.
back the league prior to so PBL, definitely we saw and we were cheering as fans, and we were definitely in a family, or it's like a family activity for us. And when we saw that volleyball is definitely a growing women's sport, we said, dun kami.
Yes.
So we told our dad and we said, hey, you know, we want to support women in sports. And, you know, luckily, we were able to get a franchise in the PBL.
Speaking to you guys, and by the way, I know your brother, Santi. I covered him when he was playing basketball for LaSalle Green Hills. It seems like sports is really part of your family. Like sports is something that will never
That's true.
not be a part of what you guys do. So in terms of the challenges of entering the PVL, what were some of the initial challenges that you've dealt with? I know it hasn't even been a year, but what are some of the early struggles and challenges, obstacles that you have to face?
of course, building the team in less than 3 weeks. Our dream is to really build a champion-winning team and one that's very competitive. And we know that Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. So every day we're showing up with our team, with our management, with our young and hungry spirit, and trying to just go for the win. So last conference was a testament to how badly we wanted it. Every single game we fought tooth and nail. And we're very grateful to have built a growing fan base as well, and people who are supportive of the underdog, people who are rooting for the dark horse. So despite all the challenges, we're happy to have the great support as well.
Mandy, I like how you put it. Rome was not built in a day. Of course, when you start something new, you need somebody with experience, somebody who's in line with your vision, and somebody who's a great leader and has won championships. So you got Coach Roger Goreev, the winningest coach in NCAA history with San Sebastian. And then for your first draft pick, you went out and got Leila Cruz, number 2 pick from LaSalle. What did you see in her that made you say, let's get her? Or was it a management decision, or I mean a coaching decision? How involved were you guys with that process of who to draft?
Oh, we're very much involved. We love looking at the players' statistics, the players' history. Of course, Leila, her career was a bit cut short because of her injury. And we knew that this is a player who would get this opportunity to shine in Capital One, and that Coach Roger could make a star out of her, as he's done so many times with other phenoms as well and stars too.
Anything you want to add with regards to that?
Well, we want to build a grassroots program wherein we create this new generation of leaders and volleyball stars. And we see the potential in everyone that we get, not just for the draft, but even the ones that, you know, aren't being played so much, but are veterans. Like, if you notice, a lot of our veterans who are in the PVL shined with Capital One. And we're just so proud that all our girls are doing so well and continue to fight for our team.
Personally, my favorite addition of your team was when you guys got Iris Tolenada, because she also teaches young kids how to play volleyball, and you just mentioned it. You want to build something from the grassroots so that they can get these characteristics that are important to be able to succeed. When you got Iris Tolenada, did you know right away that her imprint will be on the team? Like all over, because she was a great leader on the court.
Again, like, we are a new team and expectations for us are not low, but we're really, whatever happens, it's go with the flow. And we are really surprised on how our players are actually pulling up the team and giving the standards. Not us pressuring, but them even putting the effort to make Capital known as well. So we didn't expect that, but definitely even last conference we made a mark. Hopefully in the PBL and with our fans as well.
So in the All Filipino, you finished 11th, and then there was improvement in the reinforced conference, finishing 7th.
Tied with other teams.
Statistics.
I like how you inserted that in there. I want to ask about. I can't not ask about her, Marina Tushova. 45 points, and then I was looking at the news, 50 points. Oh my goodness. How did you recruit her? How did you discover her and say, like, you know what? We need her in Capital 1.
That was all Mandy. Go ahead.
All right, tell us a story, Mandy.
I'm so happy
interested
that
with
she
it.
even broke her own record twice. So she made the record most points, then broke it 2 more times. It's really incredible how we found her. With our management team, we're scouring all around the world. Where can we find a player that can be a leader as well? In fact, Marina, at the end of the conference, we told her, I think you're Filipino already at this point because of how much she gave to the team, how much love and effort. So with our management, we got to scout her and get in touch with her managers in Russia, actually. We've heard about this player. We saw her reels, and that's really how we got things together. Reels, and Coach Roger was really a big asset to this, of course, with his connections to volleyball around the world.
Okay, since I'm so excited, are you gonna bring her back? I mean, I know it's still a long while from now, but given a chance, would you bring her back to play for Capital 1?
That's definitely something we're looking into, and she's already proven her footprint here in Capital 1. So next, the conference after this one, the reinforced, it's something
we
to
don't
stay
want to
tuned.
say yet, but
Stay tuned.
I'm sorry.
fans will be excited for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure the fans are excited. I'm excited as well. And of course, diba, if you achieve so much with her, diba, why not go again? Okay, your sisters, and I mean, when you talk about family, sometimes you don't always agree because different personalities. What's the dynamic? I mean, both of you own this team, and your sisters, how does that work when there are disagreements and some major decisions need to be made?
Let my older sister talk.
I think first I tell her that we have our own forte. I'm more on player performance, how the team gels well. And she's more on numbers, like, okay, we need to get this, the statistics, they're looking. So I'm more of the, how do they feel? And Mandy's definitely like, okay, logical, we have goals and strategies.
Okay.
So I think we actually work very, very well. But like, of course, it's normal to have arguments, even if you're not family. We just, don't talk for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna just say, hey, let's be sisters at the end of the day, So it's definitely such a good experience to be team owners together.
I think this entire experience has been a million times more memorable and more fun. Don't cry, because I have my sister here with me. I think so. But, we're both such passionate people. And I'm glad that my best friend is with me here. She's gonna cry. She really will. With me here through this roller coaster of a journey, and we're really trying to build something incredible here in the volleyball and in women's sports scene. We're trying to get more, as she said, grassroots programs on the ground. My sister's actually leading our nationwide volleyball clinics program, and more nationwide sports clinics programs too. So I'm just so proud that I have someone here as passionate, as community-oriented, as dedicated as I have always dreamed to be. And she just happens to be my sister.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I really feel the family vibe, and your vision is not just isolated in the PVL, but on the outside as well, as you have the volleyball clinics. A lot of people are watching right now. I'm sure Capital 1 fans are watching. Can you give them a message? Get them excited for the start of this brand new PVL season.
So, hi everyone. We're Mandy and Milka, and we're the owners of Capital1 Solar Spikers. See you soon at the PVL, and hope to have your support as you cheer for the whole league and, of course, our team.
Get ready for another fiery season and conference to come. And please cheer your heart out. We hear you. We love you. Thank you, guys.
All right, there you have it. Capital1 Solar Spikers owners, Mandy and Milka Romero, thank you so much and all the best in this coming PVL season.
Thank you so much,
Anton.
Thank you for coming here. All right. When the scorecard returns, be sure to keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. It's game time in the PBA Governor's Cup Finals tomorrow. October 30th, 7:30 p.m. at the Smart Araneta Coliseum for another thrilling clash in this best-of-7 series, as TNT Tropang Giga looks to build on their momentum against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Tropang Giga made a strong statement in Game 1, claiming a 104-88 win over Ginebra with a blazing 19-4 opening run led by Ronde Hollis Jefferson. TNT's defense was relentless, holding Ginebra to just 2 of 21 from beyond the arc, while Reynam Batak added 18 points and Jason Castro chipped in 12 of his 14 during a critical third quarter. Ginebra's offense struggled, with Justin Brownlee finishing with 23 points after a slow start, and only 12 combined from Scotty Thompson and RJ Abarrientos. Ronde Hollis Jefferson, RHJ, his 19 points in Game 1 were impressive, but he also was their defensive anchor, locking down Ginebra. With his hustle, rebounding, assists, and even blocks, Hollis Jefferson does it all, giving TNT a crucial edge. And of course, there's Justin Brownlee. He's been the ultimate game changer, lighting up the scoreboard and creating plays in clutch moments. In Game 1, he put up a classic performance with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and key assists. Expect him to bring his all tomorrow. And it's not just about individual talent. TNT's defense as a team will be a crucial storyline to watch. TNT's defensive tenacity took away Ginebra's biggest strengths. Their data-driven approach kept the Gin Kings at bay. If that defensive intensity holds, TNT has a strong shot to take a 2-0 lead tomorrow. Ginebra enters as slight favorites with a 2 to 3 point edge. Led by Brownlee, they're expected to secure a win. But don't underestimate TNT's firepower. Can the Tropang Giga maintain their defensive edge, or will Ginebra find a way to even the series? Well, we'll find out tomorrow. But before we go, think on this. From a man widely considered to be among the greatest mentors and executives in sports, Vince Lombardi, he says, "Winners never quit, and quitters never win." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. My name is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening. Good night.